Hello students, today we will discuss UV visible spectroscopy, and in UV visible spectroscopy we will discuss Woodward's Pfizer rules. These are the rules which were put forward by Woodward, and then there were some amendments made by the Fisher. And in these rules, we will calculate lambda maximum, where lambda stands for wavelength and maximum stands for maximum absorption. Normally we confuse this maximum by saying that lambda maximum means wavelength is maximum, but lambda maximum means wavelength may be minimum, but maximum stands for the maximum absorption. So maximum is not to be confused with the wavelength. It signifies the maximum absorption. Now let us calculate lambda maximum value for acyclic dienes. Acyclic dienes. Acyclic dienes should be conjugated system like C, double bond C, single bond C, double bond C. This is the conjugated system. Why is it conjugated system? Because the double bonds are making possible the delocalization of the pi electrons. For example, if this is the double bond, it means this carbon and this carbon has unhybridized p orbitals in which pi electrons are moving. And if these two carbons have double bond, it means this carbon also have unhybridized p orbital and pi electrons are involving and having localized movement. And if these pi electrons have movement between these two unhybridized p orbitals and between these two unhybridized p orbitals, then why not between these two unhybridized p orbitals? So these electrons may go to this and these electrons may go to this, and we can say this is the delocalization of the pi electrons. They are unhybridized p orbitals, and this is delocalization. Delocalization of pi electrons. Due to this delocalization of pi electrons, initially electrons were under the influence of two nuclei, two carbons, but now these electrons are under four nuclei. So due to delocalization of pi electrons, the system becomes more stable, and due to more stability, the absorption takes place at high value. So for such type of system, which is acyclic diene, double bond, single bond, double bond, we have the basic value of lambda maximum. Lambda maximum will be 270 nanometer. For this value, it will be 270. And for you can say cyclic system, we have two types of cyclic system: homo annular die or cissoid. It is a system like this: double bond, single bond, and then double bond. Double, single, double within the same ring. Then it is called homoannular die, and it is also called cissoid. And for such system, lambda maximum will be 253 nanometer. 253 nanometer for homoannular die, which is cyclic. This is acyclic. And for heteroannular die, which is also called transsoid. Heteroannular die, which is also called transsoid system, like one double bond is here, double, then single, and then double. Obviously there are two double bonds like this, double, single, double, but one double bond is in ring A and other will be in ring B. So both the rings have different bonds. Both the bonds are not in the same ring. If both the bonds are in the same ring, they are homoannular or cissoid. And when these double bonds are in different rings, then they are called heteroannular dienes or transsoid. And for this system, lambda maximum will be equal to 240 nanometer. And these are the different types of systems, basic systems: acyclic diene, homoannular dienes, and then heteroannular dienes. And these are the basic values. And now, according to Woodward-Fisher's rule, lambda maximum will be equal to basic value plus subsequent contribution. It may be due to alkyl groups and other groups also, plus sum of, this is subsequent contribution, and these are called other contributions. And these other contributions may be due to exocyclic bonds. I will let you know later on. But lambda maximum can be calculated by taking the sum of basic value plus sum of subsequent contribution, may be due to alkyl group, aryl group, halogens, etc. They are also contribute to a different lambda maximum value, and then the sum must be added due to the other contributions also. So in this way, lambda maximum can be calculated. And now let me tell you, if this is the system, double, single, double, it means the system is conjugated and basic value will be equal to 240. If there is no substitution etc., then the basic value will be taken as 217. But now this is a system and some substituents are also present, then basic value will be 240 nanometers. And this is alkyl. So one alkyl substituent, and it will be 5 nanometer, and total lambda maximum will be equal to 290 nanometer. So in this way we calculate the total lambda maximum value from the basic value and substituents etc. Now let us discuss what is exocyclic bond. Suppose this is the ring and this is the bond. Any double bond attached to the ring from the outside is called exocyclic bond. And for every exocyclic, there will be addition of 5 nanometer. Lambda maximum will be increased by 5. Just like when alkyl group is present, then 5 nanometer is added, and in this case also for each exocyclic 5 nanometer will be added. But if we have extended conjugation, means double, single, double, single, double, the lambda maximum 240 nanometer is taken for this system, double, single, double. For this system, double, single, double, the lambda maximum will be 240 nanometer. But there is a single bond and then double bond, means one double bond is being extended. Then for every double bond extension, there will be addition of 30 nanometer, and in this case it will be 244. This is the lambda maximum value, which is 244. Because otherwise for double, single, double, it is 240. This is the basic value. But then after the single bond there is one double bond. It means in this system one double bond is being extended. So 30 will be added. Suppose this is single bond and then double bond, then 130 will more be added into it. 30 then this will be the lambda maximum value, because this is the double, single, double, this is the basic value. One double bond is extended and one double bond is another in this side also extended. So due to the two double bond extension, 230 nanometers will be added. So in this case, we can have the idea for the extension of double bonds and increase or increment in the basic value of the dienes. So we can say that the calculation of lambda maximum depends on the basic value of the diene and then substituents and then other substituents or contributions like exocyclic, etc. So these are the basic way to calculate lambda maximum value with the help of Woodward-Fisher's rule. But there are so many other rules also, so you have to go through it properly from the Woodward-Fisher's rule, and then you will be able to calculate the lambda maximum value in a precise way. Thank you very much.